They say betrayal doesn't come from your enemies, it comes from the people you trust the most. I never thought I'd be telling this story, but here I am, sharing the darkest chapter of my life. My name is David, and this is how my wife's betrayal shattered my world and changed me forever. Before we dive into this story, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel. These real-life stories are more than just tales. They're lessons, experiences, and a glimpse into the human condition. If you've ever felt lost, betrayed, or curious about the choices people make, hit that subscribe button. Now let me take you to where it all began. I met Lisa when we were in college. She was everything I had ever wanted. Smart, beautiful, funny, and the kind of person who could light up a room just by walking into it. We fell in love quickly, and before long I couldn't imagine a future without her. After graduation, we got married in a small, intimate ceremony. Life felt perfect. We were the couple that everyone admired, partners in every sense of the word. We built a beautiful home together, traveled the world, and supported each other through every challenge. Lisa was my rock, my best friend, and the person I thought I could trust with my life. But as the years went by, things started to change. Looking back, the signs were there, but I ignored them. It started with small things. Lisa spending more time on her phone, laughing at texts she wouldn't share with me, and suddenly working late more often than usual. "Who are you texting?" I'd ask, trying to sound casual. "Just a coworker," she'd reply with a smile. "You know how crazy work gets." And I believed her. Why wouldn't I? We had been married for 10 years, and I had no reason to doubt her. But as the days turned into weeks, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. One Friday evening, Lisa told me she was going out with her colleagues for dinner. It wasn't unusual, but this time, something felt different. She was more dressed up than usual, wearing the dress I had bought her on our anniversary. "You look amazing," I said, trying to push away the unease creeping into my chest. "Thanks," she said with a quick kiss on my cheek. "Don't wait up for me, okay?" As I watched her leave, a thought crossed my mind that I couldn't ignore. Was she seeing someone else? I tried to dismiss it. Lisa wasn't like that. She loved me, or so I thought. The turning point came a few weeks later. Lisa had gone out again, this time for a weekend work retreat. She left early Saturday morning, and by evening I was sitting alone in our living room, trying to ignore the nagging doubt that had been eating away at me. I decided to do something I had never done before. I picked up her laptop, which she had left at home, and opened it. I didn't have a plan. I just needed to put my mind at ease. What I found shattered me. There, in her email, were messages between Lisa and a man named Ryan. The emails weren't professional, they were intimate, playful, and filled with words that tore through my heart. "I can't wait to see you this weekend," one email read. "You make me feel alive in a way I haven't felt in years." I sat there staring at the screen, my hands trembling. My wife, the woman I had loved, trusted, and built a life with, was having an affair. When Lisa came home Sunday evening, I was waiting for her. She walked through the door, her smile fading as soon as she saw me. "What's wrong?" she asked, dropping her bag on the floor. "Who's Ryan?" I asked, holding up her laptop. Her face went pale. For a moment she said nothing, and then she sighed, tears welling up in her eyes. "David, I can explain." Explain what?" I snapped, my voice shaking with anger and hurt. "Explain how you've been lying to me? How you've been sneaking around behind my back?" She broke down, sobbing as she tried to explain. She told me she had met Ryan at work, that it started as a friendship but quickly became something more. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she said. "I still love you, David. I got lost. For days I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. The betrayal cut deeper than anything I had ever experienced. Lisa begged for forgiveness, promising to end things with Ryan and work on our marriage. But how could I forgive her? How could I trust her again? We started going to therapy, trying to piece together the broken fragments of our relationship. Some days were better than others, but the wounds were deep, and the scars weren't healing. One evening, while going through old photo albums, I came across a picture of us from our honeymoon. We were so happy, so full of hope for the future. I realized then that I had a choice to make. I could let this betrayal define me, or I could take control of my life. I decided to focus on myself. I started working out, reconnecting with friends, and pursuing hobbies I had neglected for years. Slowly but surely, I began to rebuild my confidence and my sense of self-worth. Lisa and I had many long, painful conversations. In the end, we both agreed that our marriage couldn't be saved. The trust was gone, and without it, there was no foundation to build on. We filed for divorce, and while it was one of the hardest things I've ever done, it was also the most liberating. Betrayal is devastating, but it doesn't have to destroy you. If there's one thing I've learned from this experience, it's that you are stronger than you think. Life doesn't always go the way you plan, but every setback is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to find a new path forward. Thank you for listening to my story. If this resonated with you or made you reflect on your own life, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. We share real-life stories that inspire, challenge, and remind us of the strength we all have within.